Hello and welcome to Parwaaz Academy. Let's start today's video. Uh, First part of this video has already been uploaded, so I hope you have seen that as well. And today we are going to discuss some other questions, and through those questions we will be revising the Indian geography part and also some part of the world geography. So if you are not subscribed so far to my channel, please hit the subscribe button so that you can get daily updates from this channel. Now moving on to this part of the next part of the video, uh, we are going to discuss certain borders, physical features, and geology of certain areas of India as well as the world. This will not be too long video. It will only be about 15 minutes. So don't skip anything. Watch it properly so that you can revise these concepts. The first question here is India's total area is approximately. In the last video, I think I discussed around 12 questions, but today we are once again going to discuss around 12 questions. Don't go on this numbering. This is something that has nothing to do with the last lecture. Okay, so the first question is India's total area is approximately. I hope this is something that you revise, that you remember. Total area is 3.287 million square kilometer. If we talk about India, India is the seventh largest country if we see it by area wise. Seventh largest country. India becomes seventh largest country area wise. Seventh largest country. So remember this fact as well. Then you know that this area is all, it includes the mainland and islands as well. So this is important to remember, and this area was officially recognized after the 1971 census, and it remains unchanged. It remains unchanged till date. So you have to remember this fact as well. Now next question. The longest international border India shares is with. Longest international border that India shares is with Bangladesh. And you have to remember this. With Bangladesh, we share about the borderline of 4096 kilometer. 4096 kilometer. Indian borders. This is very important topic. Every year, the questioner asks questions from this topic, so you have to remember this carefully. 4096 kilometers. This is the longest border that India shares with any country, and second longest is with China, that is 3488 kilometers. Second longest is with China, and that is 3488 kilometer around this. So you have to remember this as well. Then Pakistan and Nepal. So Bangladesh is the country with which we share the longest border here. Okay, moving to the next question. The Radcliffe line separates India from Bangladesh and Pakistan. We usually get confused here. We remember the Pakistan, but we almost get confused with the Bangladesh. It's exactly Bangladesh and Pakistan because at the time of 1947, even Bangladesh was what? Bangladesh was Pakistan. That was considered as East Pakistan. This was considered as East Pakistan. So you have to remember this. Radcliffe Line separates India from Bangladesh as well as Pakistan. Just before this question, I told you that we share 4096 kilometers of border with Bangladesh, and Pakistan comes at number 3 with China. China is at number 2. Okay, so remember these facts, these are very important points. Next, McMahon line forms India's boundary with. The McMahon line forms India's boundary with China. This is with China in Arunachal Pradesh. This McMahon line is found, and it separates India from China. Okay, so you have to remember this. This is Arunachal Pradesh from the Indian side and Tibet from the Chinese side, where this boundary separates India and China. So remember this McMahon line. This was drawn in 1914. This McMahon line, if you remember, 1914. It was drawn in 1914. Signed during the Shimla Convention. Remember this also, 1914 Shimla Convention. Shimla Convention. I don't know if the size of this pen is reduced, can be reduced or not, because I. Next, The youngest and most unstable mountains of India are the youngest when it comes to youngest and most unstable. Unstable it is already youngest, it is Himalayas. Remember this, Himalayas are the youngest and these are the most unstable mountains that are found in India. These mountains are also called young fold mountains. Mountains have different types. I'm not going in detail here, but remember these are called young fold mountains and these are most unstable and the youngest in India. If we talk about the oldest are Aravalis. Oldest are Aravalis. These residual mountains. These are also called residual mountains. So remember this. These young fold mountains. These are formed around 40 to 50 million years ago when Indian plate collided with Eurasian plate. You know this? Okay. Next, the fertile Khadar soil is found in fertile Khadar soil. Alluvium alluvial soil is deposited when the rivers uh, reach the plains. They deposit the alluvial soil on the uh, sides of the river, and this alluvial soil is categorized into different categories in which new alluvium is deposited, which is called as khadar. New alluvium is khadar. So this is new alluvium in flood plains. So you have to remember this, that the flood plains of Ganga, Brahmaputra, and Yamuna. Ganga, Brahmaputra, and Yamuna, all these carry the alluvial soil and then deposit in the floodplains. And this new alluvium is called khadar. So remember this. This is very fertile soil, this khadar soil, and it can be used to grow crops like rice, wheat, sugarcane. That is it. You have to remember from here. If we talk about the Bangar is the old alluvium that has been deposited before some time, old alluvium. This is new, and if we talk about this Bangar is old alluvium. Bangar is old alluvium. So remember this as well. Moving on to the next question. The peninsular plateau primarily consists of igneous and metamorphic rocks. Igneous and metamorphic rocks. Yes, I forgot to tell you about it. And this sedimentary rocks. These are found in Himalayas. Sedimentary rocks. Himalayas mostly consist of igneous rocks and these sedimentary rocks. So remember that as well. Igneous and metamorphic rocks. These are found in peninsular plateau. So you have to also remember this. This is the oldest landmass in India. Peninsular plateau. If I talk about this, this is the oldest landmass in India, formed during the Precambrian era. Formed during Precambrian era. So you have to remember this. It includes your peninsular plateau includes the Deccan plateau as well as Chota Nagpur plateau. So you have to remember these facts about this peninsular plateau. Next, Barren Island in the Andaman region is known for Barren Island that is found in Andaman region, that is known as India's only active volcano. This was Oscar recently by JKSSB as well. I remember it was last year in some paper. So remember this fact. This is very important, that the Barren Island in India is the only active volcano that is found in India. It's located in Andaman Islands. So you have to remember this as well. This was first erupted in 1787, but this is active intermittently since then. Moving to the next question. The western coastal plains are known for being western coastal plains. These are we have two types of coastal plains, western and eastern types of coastal plain. Okay, western coastal plain is narrow, submerged coasts, and this is also called the submer. Sub, this is also called the coastline of submergence. This is submerged coastline. So remember this. This is narrow and submerged part. If we talk about the eastern coastal plain, these are wider. They are wider than this, and they are emergent coast of emergence. Remember these facts about the western. And also one more thing, that the western coastal plains are formed, and on the western coast of India we see estuaries. On the eastern coast of India we see deltas being formed. Deltas are formed by the rivers which drain into this eastern side, that's Bay of Bengal, and uh, these estuaries are formed by the rivers which ran into Arabian Sea on the western coast. So remember these facts as well. Assertion and reason: Peninsular Plateau. The Peninsular Plateau is considered the oldest landmass. This is something that I just told you. Peninsular Plateau is the oldest landmass in India. It is formed mainly of ancient crystalline, igneous, and metamorphic rocks. This is also something that we already discussed in a question. So this is both are correct, and reason expands the assertion as well. So option A would be the correct option here. Next, the eastern coastal plains are wider than the western coastal plains. Once again, the same question that I just explained, that eastern coastal plains, these are wide if we talk about the eastern part and western part. Okay, this is the western part and this is the eastern part. These are mostly wider than the western coastal plains, and also eastern coastal plains contain large deltas. Yeah, yes, these eastern coastal plains, and the rivers from this side drain into the Bay of Bengal and they form the deltas, and there are large deltas formed in this region. But if we see on this western coastal plain, there are only estuaries. So remember these facts as well. This is also correct. So remember these facts. So this was today's lecture. I hope you have learned something. Hit the subscribe button if you are not so far, and if you can put a like on it as well and share this as well. Thank you very much.